Hello everyone, a bit of a different video today. So currently YCS Indie is happening and Jeff Leonard is in it and he is running an Exodia FTK deck. And I think it's a really funny FTK, so I wanted to show it off. He's currently 4-2, I'm not sure if he's going to make it out of day one, but he did really well with it at the start of the day. He went 0-4, he was doing super well. Like four wins in a row. Then he started to lose it in around 5 and 6 because I think people started to know how to play against it, and they started to know what Jeff was on going into it, so they know how to play around it. So I just wanted to show off what the deck does and how to stop it as well. So here we are. We have, of course, the 5 pieces of Exodia. You need this to win the game. Astrograph Sorcerer is a low scale that also can extend a little further. Igknight Gallant and Igknight Veteran are level 6s. That's the important part of them. They're also, part of the Igknights. We're doing it's an Igknight Dracoslayer combo. Ignis Phoenix to Dracoslayer is a really important part of the combo because it can special summon Veteran or Gallant, which is a level 6, and we really need that specifically for something we'll show later. It also turns them into tuner monsters when it does so. Dynamite Power Load is just a little extra. It's a little extra Dracoslayer. Templar, Paladin, Crusader, Squire, they're just numbers. They're just the scales. That's all we need. Celestial Magician is what we're going to be summoning off of Harmonizing Magician. Blue Dragon Summoner is how the FTK works. It all revolves around this card. We're just going to loop this card over and over again, which allows us to add all of the pieces except for the head, because the head is not a normal monster. We'll get to how you get the head later. Harmonizing Magician is how we're going to summon out the Celestial Magician. We'll have 2 level 4s and then go into Time Star Magician. Sublimation Knight. This is the whole thing. This is the combo. When this guy is normal or special summon, you can equip a Fire Warrior or 1 Gemini monster from your deck to hand to this as an equip spell. This allows you to get Squeak Knight, which is a Union monster that special summons itself, and that gives you 2 Warriors on field, which allows you to go into Isolde. It's just a 1-card combo from there. Renowned, you're going to be, you're going to be searching any of these warrior guys off of Isolde, but then you're going to be getting Renowned special summoned off of Isolde's second effect, which you'll send Durandal for. I'm going to show you how the FTK works. You're not actually going to be adding Durandal back to hand. This is just part of the extension. Renowned also works in hand as extension, and as does Fire Flint Lady. So we're just using these guys as an extension, and also as a very important piece of the combo. Rhoda helps us get Sublimation Knight. Remember, this is the 1-card combo. Triple Tactics Talent helps us recover advantage if we get negated, and Call by the Grave helps us stop being negated, because this deck is fragile to negation. I'll go over that at the end. We have Dinoster Power, the mighty Dracoslayer. This guy's got a stupid name, but he is very important to the combo because of Cross Sheep. Barone is not super important, but you can make this early on if you have the room for it to shore up your defenses against the negation. Symphonic Warrior Roxas is an important part of the combo. You'll see this later. This is what we're going to be making with our Veteran or Gallant and Renowned or Fire Flint Lady. Time Star Magician is how we're going to search out Exodia the Forbidden One, and also how we're going to make sure that we get the Blue Dragon Summoner Engrave. I'll show you how that works in a second. Access Code Talker is here to just go into lethal. Selene is how we're going to loop Blue Dragon Summoner over and over again. Isolde is, of course, the combo starter. This guy's in here for fun. Beyond the Pendulum is very important for actually making sure the combo continues. It gets out the Harmonizing Magician, and then lets you go from there into the Time Star, and then you can link it off for Selene. Cross Sheep is an important part of this because we need the fusion effect to summon back Summoner, because there's only 3 Selene, so we can only get Summoner back 3 times unless we use Cross Sheep to get it back a 4th time and get the fourth and final piece, because it'll actually be the 5th piece. And then we'll have Appaloosa, which you can just go into off of 2 monsters to end your stuff. But yeah, let's actually get into what the combo does. It's going to be a lot easier to explain it by showing you rather than telling you what these individual pieces do. So let's look at that. Okay, so here it is. We have the Sublimation Knight. Sublimation Knight effect. Get the Squeak Knight effect, summon, make Isolde effect. We're just going to search a warrior, any warrior. We're going to set scales. We're going to set specifically the Dracoslayer. We're going to pop it, then activate the effect to summon Veteran. Activate the Isolde effect to summon the Renaud from deck. Synchro summon Symphonic Warrior Rocks. Get back a scale 7. We're going to then Beyond the Pendulum. Set scales. Pendulum summon as much as we can, except for the Astrograph Sorcerer. We do need to leave one space on field for Harmonizing Magician to summon the Celestial Magician. Then we can make Time Star Magician, search out the head. Then we can activate the effect. So we activate the effect of Ignite Crusader, and then negate the effect with Time Star Magician, which allows us to send Blue Dragon Summoner to replace the effect from deck, which puts it in the grave for us. That's very important. We're going to make Selene effect. We're going to get that Summoner back. Link off for Cross Sheep, activate the effect of Summoner, get it a leg. Then make the Mighty Dracoslayer, which allows us to summon back Blue Dragon Summoner, make Selene, summon back Blue Dragon Summoner after activating the effect to get the arm. Make another Selene, activate the effect, get a leg. Activate the effect, summon it back, and link it off one more time to get the last leg. And there you go, you won. So that was what you do if you have the 1-card combo of Sublimation Knight. What do you do if you don't have it? This is what you do. So we already have Ignis, so we're going to go ahead and scale him up, the Squire. If you don't have Ignis, you can use the Igknights to get him and then do this, but you have to have a certain number of Igknights in hand in order to do so. So there are some hands where you just brick. That's just the way it is. So we're going to activate the effect of Ignite Squire to activate the effect of Ignis and also get the search of Sublimation Knight. We're going to summon the Veteran. We're going to Sublimation Knight, get the Squeak Knight effect, make Isolde effect to grab another Ignite, and then we're going to summon a Fireflint Lady. You could use Fireflint Lady or Renaud, doesn't matter. Symphonic Warrior Rocks, and you've seen all this. This is all the same as last time. Once you've reached this point, you've got the combo going, and it no longer matters. Now, how do you stop this? Hand traps. Obviously hand traps. Of course, the question is, what hand traps and when? Obviously, Droll Lockbird just wins. If you Droll Lockbird as soon as possible, you win the game. You can also use Ash Blossom, but you got to be very careful. Here's where you use Ash Blossom, is right here where we're adding all these cards. Because we only have one shot with all of these adds, if you Ash here, that makes the Exodia player lose the game. They can no longer do the Exodia stuff. If you Ash any earlier than this, they're just gonna keep playing. This is also where you're going to want to Imperm as well. You could Imperm Selene to make her lose her tokens or not get them in the first place. You can Imperm the Cross Sheep to prevent it from activating. There's all sorts of places where you could even hit the Time Star Magician. Really, it's about hitting this back end rather than hitting the setup. So that way it stops the FTK from fully finishing, and then you can finish them up in the next turn. They're really not going to have anything from that going forward except for like Access Code Talker. So they're actually going to have to start going for damage. So that's where you're going to want to hit, is at the end of the turn rather than at the beginning, because they can play through some negation at the beginning. So yeah, that's Exodia FTK. A pretty funny little engine here. I like that it's a 1-card combo. Very interesting. Very cool that Leonard brought this. I hope to never play against this, ever. I hate this shit. But at least I know how to negate it. I know how to stop it. And hopefully you just draw the hand traps. Simply draw the hand traps. Just draw them. Just draw them, idiot. Let me know what you think of this and videos like this. If you want me to do more of these kind of things in the future, let me know. And I'll see ya in the next one. Bye! Hey there, thanks for watching another video. Why don't you give it a like, share it around, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell for notifications. You know, the YouTube stuff. You can also follow me on Twitch and Twitter for more content. I got content plenty for ya. You can also support the channel by giving me money. You have a Patreon. If you join the Patreon, you can show up in the credits over here. I would really appreciate that. You can also use my TCG Player affiliate link to get any singles, sealed product, or accessories that you want, all to supporting the channel at the same time. That's all for this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful rest of whatever time it is for you. Bye now!